guys, this is Matt from Become Elite, and I'm here to answer your questions that you submitted via Instagram. We will be doing another video Q&A, so make sure that you're following our Instagram, become_elite, so that you can enter in your own questions and hopefully be featured in this video. The first question comes from us from @RS23, and it's, who's your inspiration and your favorite football team as a kid? When I was a kid, my favorite footballers were Ronaldinho, Roberto Carlos, Ronaldo. It was pretty much all of Brazil. That was the team I followed, and that was the team that really got me into soccer. I loved the Joga Bonito, all those classic ads, and that whole style of play. It really got me hooked into the game. I also really like Zinedine Zidane and Thierry Henry. Those were two big players that were very influential in my game. Next question is from rdangles22, and it's, what does soccer/football mean to you? It's cliche, but soccer really is my life. I train during the day to get better at it. I lift to get stronger. I eat to fuel my body for soccer. I run to stay fit for soccer. I watch soccer during the day. I coach kids, and I run Become Elite. So really, soccer pretty much envelops my entire life. And if you want to become elite athlete, it has to be your life. You have to obsess over soccer. Soccer is my life, and it really should become your life as you start to get older and you decide that's what you want to be, that's what you want to become. The next question is from @JackAra, and it's, who's the best under 23 footballer in the world right now? I would say either Paul Pogba, Neymar, or Anthony Martial. I think those three are gonna be the better players in about 5 to 10 years. I've really watched them. I really think those three have they have the speed and athleticism, they have technique and skills, they have a great soccer IQ, and they're young and on great teams to hopefully have great careers. Derek Martinez asks, what are the 3 most important aspects to the game of football and why? I'd say there's 4. I'd say there's technique and skill. I'm going to say that's 1. Then there's soccer IQ, and that's your soccer brain. That's how you see the game, how you read the game when you're playing, how quick you are thinking. Then there's athleticism, and then obviously your size. And so for those 4, technical skills, soccer IQ, athleticism, and size, you can really, really control just one of those. And that's your technique and skill. And that's what Become Elite is for, and that's what we're trying to help you do, is to develop your technical side of the game. Because you can't really control exactly how athletic you are, even though I do think through weightlifting and proper plyometrics you can increase your athleticism. There is a general basis of how athletic that you are. Your soccer IQ can be improved through just playing games, watching soccer, and being around people who know the game. And so I think that develops over time, and I think that's a lot of that is basically just playing soccer, and you can't improve that. And then your size, you can't control that. That's genetics. You're going to get either a great soccer body and a great stature at 6'4" to be a center back or a goalkeeper, or you're going to end up being 5'8". There's nothing really that you can do about that. So the one thing you can control is your technique and skills. Every single player needs to be able to pass the ball, needs to be able to dribble, and needs to be able to shoot. I don't care what position you are, you need to master those 3 techniques and skills. And to do this, it's about training, repetition every single day. So I really think the 3 most important aspects to the game of football is technical skills, soccer IQ, and athleticism. Every single player, every single great player has those 3 things. And if you're also blessed with good size and stature, you're just gonna even excel you further down the road. @Connor1D asks, who do you support and why? Right now, honestly, I'm more of a fan of the game. I love watching all soccer. I love watching college soccer, MLS soccer. I love watching German Bundesliga. I love watching La Liga, EPL, international soccer. I really just try to watch as much soccer as possible. If I had to pick one team to support, it'd probably be either Arsenal or Manchester City. If I'm doing MLS, I'm a Portland Timbers guy. I'm from Portland. I love the Timbers. But I do also love watching Barcelona, Real Madrid. I love watching Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. I think they're the 2 best players in the game today. And it's just great to watch. So I really am just a fan of the game. And when I watch, I'm not so much about rooting for one team as I am just trying to understand and study the game. I'm watching every single position play. I'm watching what the center backs do with the ball. I'm watching how the right backs go up the line. I'm watching every single tiny detail, when they tuck in, when they push out, where the defense steps up, when the forwards have to pressure the ball. I'm watching the entire game. I'm not just rooting for a goal. I'm not just screaming my head off at the game. Sometimes I do that if I'm just really having fun, but I really study the game. And so I really consider myself a student of the game, or just a fan of all football in general. I really don't have just one specific team. At charchar1217 asks, what do you eat to stay healthy? I pretty much stick to the same diet every single day. In the mornings, I always have eggs, fruit, milk, maybe some orange juice, maybe some toast. So I always have that same type of breakfast. If I want to deviate from that, I'll go some oatmeal and some fruit, but I like to get the fruit in early. I always like to get some sort of protein in there, some carbs. And then for lunch, I usually stick to a sandwich, like a lunch meat sandwich, or even just a peanut butter and jelly, some more fruit, an apple, some raspberries, maybe some watermelon, cantaloupe. If I'm really have, the time of the day, I'll like to do some fish, maybe halibut or salmon, and pair that with some steamed vegetables. For snacks, I like to do just some skinny pop, just popcorn that's just a little bit of salt, and that's it. Fruit, always, I'm a big fruit guy. I love eating fruit. I really try to stay away from granola bars, all those energy bars and Gatorades and any type of juice or soda, because it's loaded with added refined sugar, and that refined sugar is what I really think is detrimental to an athlete. So I always try to stay as far away as I can from any sugar. I think the sugar that comes from fruit, since it's loaded with fiber, is better for your body. So I like to do, stick to, complex carbs like whole grains. I stick to fruit, I stick to vegetables, and I stick to lean sources of protein. That's the 4 things I really focus on. I try to lower my saturated fats, like my butters, my saturated fatty meats, like beef and steaks. I try to limit fried foods like French fries, anything in those oil-based stuff. I really try to cut down candy, any sugary drinks, even juice. And then for dinner, I like to always do about at least some sort of chicken, some chicken breast or fish, and then pair that with brown rice and veggies. And then for dessert, I splurge sometimes. I'll have some ice cream, I'll have something. I'm not, super strict on my diet. I'm not like a bodybuilder. I like to throw in some extra stuff, some here and there, some ice cream sometimes, but I really try to get 3 good meals with complex carbs, lean sources of protein, fruits and veggies. I think if you hit those 4 sources, you're on the fast track to having a good diet for a soccer player.